Big Bad
Hey y'all,
John.
my name is John Mitchell and I'm a certified financial coach. The purpose of this video and the goal of this YouTube channel is to show you that through living on a budget, you can still have a wonderful life and still amass great wealth. On this YouTube channel, I capture my day-to-day life in my YouTube shorts. There you can see my baby, my dogs, and my wife almost every day and all the craziness we experience. If I want to cover bigger lessons, I usually make them into videos so that we can take more time to discuss these topics in further detail. Today's video we're going to be getting into is how to travel on a budget. If you have been keeping up with my YouTube shorts over the last few weeks, you'll notice that my family and I were in Brazil. We did everything from living it up in the airport lounges, traveling through the jungle, and seeing a bunch of monkeys. It was a great time. I had a wonderful time spending it with my family. The best part about this trip was that we didn't have to dip into any savings fund to make it happen. We were able to cash flow the entire trip. And today, I'm going to give you an overview of how I did it. If you haven't already, go ahead and like this video and subscribe for future content, as it really helps me know what y'all like to see and want to see in the future. Since we were traveling to Brazil, we knew immediately that getting there would be the most expensive part. So buying plane tickets would be crucial to keeping this travel under a reasonable cost for the whole time. I can tell you we spent approximately $1,200 for my wife and I to fly. And a pro tip here, if you have a baby or a child under 2 years old, if the child flies on your lap, they fly free. So we're trying to take advantage of that while we can still fly for the price of two. Up to you whether you want to do that or not. So knowing that flights were going to be our most important thing, we knew we'd have to look months in advance. I think we bought our tickets 2 to 3 months in advance before we locked in our trip. Now, in my opinion, the sexy part about the trip is being able to stare in airport lounges. If you're wondering how we did that first and foremost for free, and here's why. I made videos on this before, and I'll say it again. If you're active duty military, you have access to the Amex Platinum card for free. There is no annual premium in order to have that card. You just have to verify your service information, and you have access to that card without any fees, which is pretty legit. Now, whether military or civilian, I'm not going to go tell you to get this card just for the perks. If you fly a lot, it might work out for you. If you don't fly a lot, it probably is not good for you. On the plus side, when traveling through airports, being able to stay in airport lounges allows us to eat for free, because most of the lounges we've been in so far have all had food of some kind. Now, some offer full meals, some offer full meals at extra cost, but even those lounges offer snacks too, which are pretty nice, pretty over-the-top snack bars, usually with mini sandwiches of some kind. So you really can't get a meal. So that really helps you save while you're traveling. Funny enough, one of the easiest parts about budgeting for your travel is that most of your everyday expenses are more or less the same as if you had not gone on vacation in the first place. I mean, think about it. You still have to eat. You still have to drive around or travel around somehow. Now, yes, that could vary a little bit, but that's the whole point of budgeting, right? Is at the beginning of the month or the previous month, you budgeted for the current month in which you're traveling now, and you knew the expenses you'd be making. So let's say, for example, you had to cut back a little bit on going out to eat before travel so that you could spend a little more going out to eat while on travel. It's not crazy. It's not rocket science. It's very simple. It's taking stuff you already do in your budget, adjusting your levels a little bit, just so that you can take these things and enjoy them while you're traveling on vacation. Thanks for hanging with me today. I know this was not the most content-rich episode we have ever done on this channel. If I'm being honest, I wanted to do more of a cost breakdown of my travel and kind of show you how you can have a great time for under a certain dollar, let's like $2,000 for example. But if I'm being honest, when you're going on vacation with family, I didn't pay for everything, so I don't have receipts for everything, so I wasn't able to tally up in time how much the trip would have cost for me, even if my parents covered certain things or what have you. So moving forward, what I'd like this series to evolve into is just that, is me and my wife and my baby, and sometimes my family, taking trips, jotting down our expenses, and then showing you how we paid for everything under a certain dollar amount. I think it'd be wild to do like a $50 trip. I mean, think about it. We're just staying in the back. You can do a lot with a small budget just to do a little bit of traveling, to get out of the house and see other things. On the other side, though, you sure as heck bet I want to go on some crazy trips out there in the country and in the world. And I know those are going to cost a lot, which is why we keep the budget in the first place, so that when we're getting into these, larger than life trips, I'm going to show you all how to save for those trips in the future so that you can have a great time doing them. If you're looking for a financial coach to help you plan your next trip, my link to my calendar is in the description and in the comments down below. Other than that, I love each and every one of you, and I'll see y'all in the next video.